the biggest opportunity like in our time right now is like TikTok organic. You don't have to spend any money. You can test and validate any product, and you don't even need to hire creators. If I were in that position, I was kind of like starting back off. Like I'd be putting up, three TikToks every single day, trying to figure that out, or like even being the face of it. Like I see so many like awesome brands that are killing it, where it's like the founders are like storytelling and showing the behind the scenes and talking to like their segment, and creates this like customer connection where they're not just like coming to buy the product, but they're falling in love with ethos of the brand itself, which is incredibly powerful because that means that you can sell them anything. Just kind of doing what I'm doing before,
Right.
invest, into all the systems and all the infrastructure that I've already built out, and kind of scaling that, and then I'm really working on trying to figure out how to crack. Working with influencers at scale and going back to my roots from day one, and hopefully working with bigger influencers, pushing like bigger spend and bigger returns.
Yeah, I'm curious because I know that you did a lot of like theme page marketing, Q4 and stuff like that. I was seeing some of your tweets. What do you think about theme pages on Twitter? Because I feel like that's something for the adult niche that could pop off.
Oh, we're ripping it. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, yeah, we're ripping it. See, like the thing was with Twitter was like this guy that I was working with who was helping me with like the Twitter theme pages. Like he was like completely like fucking me over and like jacking up the rates like big time.
That's the
And so
worst thing about a personal brand. I'm gonna warn you right now, bro. People try to fucking tax you like as much as
yeah.
possible.
Well, yeah, and then you just gotta negotiate. Be like, yo,
Right,
like
right.
forget. Don't charge me anything. Like I'll shout you out. Like I'm sure, like bro, like you could probably get like anything you want for free, dude. Like with like a little mention on an episode. Like fuck, dude.
Maybe,
Um,
maybe, but still,
yeah,
people do try to, you know, negotiate up for themselves. But that makes sense. It's all good. It's not,
yeah,
it's not a
yeah.
big deal.
Well, dude, I have no problem with like negotiating up. What I have a problem with is when, this guy comes to me and tells me like, hey, this it costs 100. I take a 20% commission, but in reality it costs 40. He's making 60, and he's making the 20%
Yeah,
commission. You know what I mean? Like that's when it's like, okay, dude, like you're trying to take advantage of me.
right.
So anyway, found somebody new that's helping me like really like penetrate the Twitter space. And we're really starting to kind of push spend behind that and run that up for sure on the theme pages. Super powerful, super slept on.
Right.
But what I will say is that like you need to have like a viral product. Like it's not going to work for like your average drop shipping product. It has to have something that's like super unique and edgy and catches the eye. Which
Hmm.
for us, like that was the whole entire basis of building this brand from the get go. So we're kind of playing the game on easy mode in that sense.
Yeah, true. You chose the perfect product for to hit all those things. So how, some advice I guess for some people that are just getting started in their business maybe, how can they, I mean, besides just, trying and failing because that's obviously a given. What would you
Right.
say they should look for when it comes to starting a business right now?
I think like it's hard to give like general advice. You know what I
It
mean?
is, it
Because
is.
I think it depends on like the person that I'm talking to, right? Like, is it a person that's like an absolute beginner that's like brand spanking new and like is looking to make their first $100? Is it somebody that's had a little bit of experience with drop shipping and is looking to build a brand? Like I guess it depends. It's hard. It's hard.
I would say my audience is generally people that have been like they've tried. They, it ranges from people who have no idea, obviously, to people who
Right.
are like complete killers. But the
Right.
middle is mostly people who have tried. They're trying to make it work. Like they understand like winning products,
Right.
interest targeting. Like they understand some of the basics, but they're just
Right.
not cracking the code or
Okay.
whatever, right? So what would you suggest to
Right.
them?
Yeah. Well, I would probably say like the biggest opportunity like in our time right now is like TikTok organic, right? Like you don't
Hmm.
have to spend any money. You can test and validate any product, and you don't even need to hire a creator. Like if if I were in that position, I was kind of like starting back off. Like I'd be putting up three TikToks every single day,
Right.
uh, and trying to figure that out. or like even being the face of it. Like I see so many like awesome brands that are killing it, where it's like the founders are like storytelling and showing the behind the scenes and talking to like their segment, and it creates this like customer connection where they're not just like coming to buy the product, but they're falling in love with the ethos of the brand itself, which is incredibly powerful because that means that you can sell them anything.